Please remain standing. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the Whitfield County Fire Department Honor Guard and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and singing of our national anthem.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening. My name is Gavin Swafford, and I would like to welcome the seniors to your graduation. On the behalf of the senior class of 2019, I would like to thank Dr. Gilreath, school board members, faculty, and friends and family for being here. Thank you to everyone here today that has helped each of us reach this important milestone in our lives. I would ask that in respect to the senior class, that any loud devices or other objects be silenced so that all names are heard properly. There will be no confusion. Once again, I would like to thank all of you for being here and supporting us throughout our lives. And thank you, senior class, for all of your hard work and due diligence these 13 years. You have all earned it. And I would like to say a very special thank you for Ms. Chambers and all of those who have been able to provide this for us. Thank you.
That would be surface level person. I find it ironic that a speech titled Inspiration is given at the end of this high school experience rather than at the beginning. Maybe it is because we are at the threshold of something foreign yet thrilling.
My coach used to remind me of a daily strive, which he phrased beat yesterday. I can think of no better way to view my long-term goal of maximizing my potential than to constantly surpass yesterday's victories. Success, however, is not defined as reaching a specific point, but it's a daily endeavor in which you devote every ounce of your being into something you are passionate about. You push yourself, others push you. Maybe you reach your goal. Either way, you committed and you worked. I consider this day success in its purest form. Some of your paths may be vague after you leave this building today, and some of you may know transparently what your future looks like, neither of which are easy. Neither are simple, and neither avoid failure. I encourage you all not to fear what your future consists of, including failure itself, but instead fear complacency. Avoid remaining in the exact same place you are today. Strive to build your new relationships and rid yourself of unnecessary distractions. We have all come to the realization that differences exist between each of us, which can and has caused discomfort. We seek social norms and wedge our way into society's definition of average. However, I want to encourage you all to find what makes you unique and pursue it with everything you have. To say that life consists of obstacles would be an understatement. We as a class have seen firsthand what hardship looks like, including the devastating loss of a beloved classmate. I, like many of you, have experienced personal tragedy as well. In both instances, the question of what to do became undoubtedly present. However, love was never something that was questioned. We were loved by our teachers. We were loved by our classmates. It is now our turn to reciprocate what we have been shown and taught by leaving here today and being the person that chose to love and support us throughout the past 4 years. Aim to leave a permanent mark on the lives of others, not for recognition, but find satisfaction in positively affecting those you choose to surround yourself with. Develop your character so much to the point where your conscience demands you to lead full force. Disregard the pessimistic opinions of others. Find your own version of contentment even while bettering yourself, and learn to live it out with sheer happiness. Typically, I don't say things I don't mean. Therefore, I stand firm when I say that I possess an abundant amount of faith in each and every one of you. Go prove me right in all of your endeavors, and I love you all very much.
give, and we want you to know not everything is changing. There's a place deep in our hearts that will stay with you for now and always. I was a child, though I was small. I was your dreamer, pretending to dream fairy tale dreams, chasing my dreams. This is my time now to try something more. I hope that I find what my heart's longing for, and I can't wait to see what's in store. I'll walk through that door, and I thank you for the moments when I learned how to stand on my own. And I'm grateful for the memories of the life and the love I have known. And I want you to know not everything is changing. There's a place deep in my heart that will stay. So when I see the open sky, I will choose to fly. I am still your dreamer.
I am honored today to be here in front of all my classmates whom I have seen grow up. I have known some of you since the first day of kindergarten, and unfortunately, I have not had the chance to speak with others. However, we are all here today to see our class of 2019 seniors graduate today. For many after today, we will travel on our own journeys, and our paths will never cross again. For others, we will see each other after today. As we make our way into the Whitfield Armed Forces or college, we will be continuing our life away from what we have known. In Hebrew, there exists a word to signify the beginning of a new life. Kadima is commonly used to bestow well wishes in a transitional phase in order to remind people that they cannot look back. The unknown makes us want to hold on to the item or place that brings us comfort, but we cannot. We will be afraid and nervous, but we must proceed with life. However, we can reminisce about our actions. We are Generation Z, but we grew up with many aspects that millennials did. We saw Rugrats and Drake and Josh on weeknights on Nick, but we also lived through Hannah Montana and High School Musical. We saw the trends of social media come and go. We witnessed the beginning and end of Vine, the awful challenges on social media like the Cinnamon Challenge and the Tide Pod Challenge were performed by some. Music has changed so much, and so have our interests. High School Musical mania was insane during elementary and middle school, and while their songs are still relevant today, the era of music has shifted to include Beyonce, Taylor Swift, Drake, Post Malone, and Bad Bunny. The evolution of video games were astounding throughout our youth, and the fantasy realm within the movie industry launched our interest in Marvel and Harry Potter movies. However, many of our favorite memories are with our friends and families. I know that my favorite moments involve Ann Lee, Sydney, and Sahar at the Corbin's home, where we would sit and eat pizza, commenting on our favorite shows. Similar to that one, will you all treasure the most? The small memories make moving forward a bit harder, but the potential of making new memories with different people makes it exciting. I know I am dreading saying goodbye, but it is an inescapable outcome, whether it is to this town, family and friends, or school. With goodbye, it makes high school seem like a forgotten place, but we are always going to remember the good and the bad from high school. It was a place where we entered as wide-eyed freshmen with unrealistic expectations. Throughout high school, we experienced setbacks and accomplishments that either redirected our dreams or helped get us closer to our expectations. We met friends who challenged or lied to us, but we were able to find, through trial and error, friends who supported and motivated us to be our best selves. We were able to find our own Sahars, Annalees, and Sydneys within our time in high school. And I know that people like them made high school enjoyable through the sleepless nights of writing essays, studying, reading, and doing homework. We all made our choices in high school, and those in these seats waiting for our diplomas. It is bittersweet to leave a place.
To my fellow classmates, faculty members, family, friends, and even those of you who have absolutely no desire to be here right now, I would like to start by thanking you for this moment. As I stand in front of you today, I'm not thanking you solely for your support over the years, but rather your presence. This is unknowingly a monumental moment in each of our lives. This moment in itself so transparently proves my point, that time is the greatest worldly asset that we have been granted. The decisions we make while we are here in each moment of our lives ultimately determine our impact upon the world. With that being said, I would like to challenge you to live your lives carelessly with intention. The two terms may seem to contradict themselves. However, the past 4 years have shown me otherwise. Living with intention is how I have been able to accomplish the goals I so strongly desired to achieve. But it was in the moments that I was completely and utterly carefree that my greatest memories were made. My life has been mindlessly filled with endless little moments. Moments that are not instantly defined as important, but unfailingly develop their significance over time. These moments consist of the simplest of times: the countless pregame bus rides, crammed student sections bursting with brew and pride, and an unnecessary amount of late-night Sonic runs. In these moments, my attitude could have very easily been deemed as carefree, but it was my decision to embrace them that allowed them to become something much more. As you reflect on how you wish to spend the remainder of your days here on earth, many of you will undoubtedly consider the legacy you wish to leave behind. The most common way to define the term legacy is an amount of money or property left behind after one's passing. However, to leave a legacy is not to obtain a substantial amount of money or tangible belongings, nor is it to be recognized for outstanding achievements. In its purest form, to leave a legacy is to develop for yourself firm beliefs which inspire you to act in a way that ingrains those morals into others. Become aware of the opportunities you have to influence those around you in an effort to pass on the knowledge that others have implemented in you. Sadly, it has taken me 4 whole years to realize the profound impact of the people, teachers, family members, and friends who have chosen to invest in me, but I now have the platform to give them the recognition they deserve. Like all of you, I have been given an extensive amount of support from the entire Northwest faculty. We are blessed to have teachers who devote themselves wholeheartedly to the work that they do and are always willing to make sacrifices for the betterment of their students. Maybe I'm more blessed than some of you, though, for my support system extends much further. My best friends are undeniably the brightest and most genuine people in this room right now, and I have been privileged to have them by my side throughout the span of these past 4 years. My friends have been a constant source of encouragement and an unfailing source of laughter. They are people that I aspire to become more like every day, and I am more than proud to be associated with each one of them. While I didn't get to choose them, I somehow managed to obtain a family that has given me more than I could ever ask for. They willingly tend to my every need and always ensure that I'm reaching my full potential. They epitomize unfailing love. And whether you know it or not, we all have that one person without whom our lives would be entirely different. For me, that person is unquestionably my mom. She is my greatest encourager and the one I dream of being like someday. She is the foundation on which my education has been built, and her influence has been so profound in my life that it truly cannot be measured. As we go forth today, I want to encourage you to never stop searching for the people who find time to be the most important gift. Be intentional with each increment of time you are given. Never underestimate the importance of life's little moments, and strive to develop the characteristics you value in others. But most of all, when you leave today, relieved to have that beloved diploma in your hand at last, deliberately, intentionally, and sincerely thank those who have supported you along this 18-year adventure. Thank you.
I would like to thank the class of 2019 for all their hard work and dedication over the last 4 years. I'd also like to thank the faculty and staff at Northwest Whitfield High School for their outstanding work that they do every day. I'm blessed to be able to work with such an inspirational group of educators. Let's give them a round of applause. I'm completing my 27th year in education. This is my 20th year working with high school students. Used to be you look forward to birthdays. 15, you got your learner's permit. At 16, you got your driver's license. At 17, you could go see R-rated movies. At 50, they sign you up for a colonoscopy. I know half of y'all are thinking, I think that was a Membean word, I'm pretty sure. During a conference, we were asked to describe ourselves in 6 words. 6. That's pretty tough for me. Here's what I wrote down. So as you travel down different paths of life, hope you take away some of this fatherly advice. Be courageous. When you get to be my age, you'll look back and you'll remember the times that you were courageous and the times you wish you would have been. Courage is doing the right thing even though it's unpopular. Courage is most important because without it, you cannot practice any other virtue consistently. Secondly, effort matters. I tell my girls this all the time. You'll find there are people that are out there that are smarter than you, that are stronger than you, and that are faster than you. And that's out of your control. However, the one thing that you can control is how much effort you think worth achieving was ever done without great effort. People who do not value effort, complaining that life is unfair and that they're unlucky. I found that my luck increases in proportion to the amount of effort I put forward. Effort will take you places nothing else will. Thirdly, know the difference between arrogance and confidence. There's a really fine line between arrogance and confidence, and it's called humility. And it's one of the most important character traits you can have. If someone has to tell you how smart they are, they have to tell you how brave they are or how tough they are, they're probably not. I hear people talking about how great they are, and I know they're covering up your character for sheep's clothing. Keep your distance. I care more about what I see people do than what they say or claim to believe. And lastly, be selfless. You'll find that your fondest memories in life will be the times that you served others, responding to people's legitimate needs and helping them with those needs will put a smile on your face every time. The golden rule applies here, y'all. Treat others as you would like to be treated. And finally, my prayer for each of you as you travel through this life, may your faith be nourished by hope, expressed through charity, and made complete in love. May God bless you all. Dr. Gilreath, Mr. Farmer, the students seated before you have met all the local and state requirements necessary to receive their high school diplomas. To present to you the Northwest Whitfield graduating class of 2019.
Thank you, Mr. Adams, and congratulations, seniors. As superintendent and on behalf of the Board of Education, it's my honor and my privilege to accept this class of seniors from Northwest Whitfield High School as a candidate for a high school diploma from Whitfield County Schools.
Lily Catherine Adams. Angelica Aguirre. Sahar Nuri Al-Ghazali Walters. Mason Tucker Blanchard. Ashlyn Nicole Bryant. Haley Marie Caldwell. Jonathan Alexander Chairez. Abigail Shea Crossan. Catherine Lee Duffy. Shelby Grace Gordon. Logan Cade Herod. Lana Wynn. Rick Ibarra. Elizabeth Caitlin Jager. Kenneth Michael Johnson. Kaylee Nicole Long. Justin Blake Owenby, in absentia. Sage Buckner Ralston. Anna Grace Rand. Kara Mackenzie Rand. Victoria Maria Rodriguez. Madeline Cecile Rollins. Abigail Joanne Shipman. Jordan Ray Teams. Elena Faye Thompson. Ethan Cole Whaley, in absentia. Whitney Michelle Wills. Sydney Colleen Woodfin. Melissa Altamirano Ortiz. Nicole Renee Amos. Antonio Arias. Sydney Marlene Ayers. Taylor Alexis Bishop. Leland Kylena Michelle Kaler. Ariana Chavarria. Donovan Schuyler Clayton. Annalie Grace Corbin. Brody Allen Crossan. Kelly Leanne Dawson. Annalisa Marie DeFore. Dylan Clay Dodson. Robert William Farabee Jr. Mariella Alexa Figueroa. Leslie Fuentes. Jamie Diana Garcia Ramirez. Haley Adriana Gomez. Joanna Isabel Gutierrez. Daisy Mabel Guzman. Ashton Hamilton. Noah Sayer Hamilton. Salvador Camden Harrell. Sydney Nicole Harris. Kristen Leona Hasty. Ivana Hernandez. Peyton Lee Hicks. Zachariah Andrew Hicks. Sydney Faith Horn. Kieran Brian Jackson. Olivia Sherelle Jones. Aaron Renee King. Leonie Genesis Lopez. Desiree Lachey Maddox. Makesha Raciel McKenzie. Luis Julian Medina. Esmeralda Arlene Melendez. Lane Higgins Moore. Yasmin Ramirez. Edgar Ariel Ramirez Lopez. Anna Elise Rand. Bailey Daniela Ray. Hayden Gary Lee Reese. Skylar Brooke Reed. McKinley Ray Richardson. Sierra Juanita Lachey Roberts. Christopher Rodriguez. Juana Rodriguez. Bailey Cameron Smith. Lillian Grace Smith. Taylor Grace Stallings. Macy Lachey Starks. Jarrett Marty Staten. Allison Bridget Stubbs. Gavin Lee Swafford. Autumn Marie Thompson. Rachel Lauren Thurman. Daniela C. Vaca. Hannah Leanne Varner. Bren McKenna Wagner. Grayson Diana White. Valentina Marie Wyndham. Carson Nathaniel Wright. Juan Augustine Zamora. Perla Zamudio. Jackson Carter Adams. Arturo Nathaniel Aguilar. Marcel Akins. Jesse Jose Aldaco. Natalie Almoldovar. Christian Michael Amon. Destiny Ginger Lene Antle. Amelia Anna Rose Asbury. Miracle Lacole Baker. Mitchell Ryan Bandy. Connor Orion Barnett. Ethan Chandler Bartlett. Allie Devine Bates. Jake Bridges Bearden. Ariana Becerra in absentia. Eunice Ruby Burnaby. Jorge Antonio Blancas. Paige Lauren Brackett. Danny Bravo. Destiny Adriana Bravo. I was told not to do that. Stacy Nicole Bridges, in absentia. Garrett Jackson Brown. Reagan Alexis Brown. Toby Joe Brown. Savannah Irene Brumbelow. Caitlin Nicole Bryant. Courtney Marie Birchfield. Christopher Ray Burkhalter. Shayla Miranda Leah Bird. Ashley Michelle Kennedy. Chase Lee Carter. Jacob Allen Carter. Hunter Timothy Klein. Bethany Hope Cochran. Jesse Danny Cortez. Jorge Alexander Cuevas. Christopher James Cunningham. Mackenzie Leanne Darty. Hannah Ashley K. Davenport. Derek Paul Dinsmore. Edwin Diaz. Faith Michelle Dickinson. Logan Drake Deals. Isaac Davis Duran. Jillian Grace Inslee. Gustavo Adolfo Espinoza. Jace Dean Estrada. Jason Chase Fawcett. Ty Daniel Fisher. Jasmine Flor. Sitlali Rendon Frere. William Garrett Franks. Carson Taylor Fry. Laska Wyatt Gaddy. Carlos Adrian Garcia. Eliaquin Garcia Ramos. Leroy Gimby. Emily Alyssa Godoy. Giselle Andrea Gonzaga. Jada Lauren Griffin. Samantha Jean Guess. Aaliyah Brooke Halliday. Samantha Brianne Hammondtree. Joseph Michael Harley. Gregory Dakota Harp. Skylar Leanne Hegwood. Dylan Clark Seth Henderson. Ethan Charles Henderson. Montserrat Hernandez. Omar Hernandez. Paloma Hernandez. Noah Ivan Hinojosa. Michaela Joy Hutto. Jessica Lynn Hollifield. Brady Owen Heath Hughes. Grady Griffin Hughes. Ezekiel Zane Hull. Jamari Shea Hull. Aubrey Savannah Reese Hurt. Alisma Erpil Adung. Braylon McKenna Jackson. Haley Ann Jackson. Jessica Faith Johnson. Matthew Ryan Keith. Bailey Brooke Kelly. Colton Alexander Lane. Anthony Alexander Lemus Gillen. Evan Alexander Locke. Amaya Marie Long. Spencer Daniel Long. Jason Roberto Lopez. Johnny Drake Lumpkin. Kendra Brooke Lumpkin. Krista Marie Manadakis. Jose Abraham Mariscal. Austin David Mashburn. Stephen Tyler Mathis. Caitlin Nicole McCarver. Leland Reed McLean. Eduardo Mendoza. Garrett Matthew Mills. Daniel Montejano. Anna Maxine Moore. Garrett Brian Morrison. Shelby Ann Marie Morrison. Robert Carson Mulkey. Eric Murillo. Annalisa Naranjo. Lars Oliver. Leilani Ortega. Randall Allen Cole Owen. Peyton Gabrielle Owens. Trevor Christopher Owens. Allen Pace. Mario Pacheco. Cynthia Pearl Parrott. Edwina Pasquale. Noelia Patino. JC Elizabeth Patterson. Tanner Blade Patterson. Mitchell Blake Patton. Yoselin Paz Andrade. Noel Jaden Peets. Trent Edwards Pilcher. Priscilla Pimentel. Toby Anna Pittman. Trevor Stacy Ponders. Christopher Lee Quinn. Christian Javier Ramirez. Danny Renee Ramirez. David Alberto Ramirez. Brandon Edward Rittenhouse. Gary McLean Rittenhouse. Megan Elizabeth Rittenhouse. Catherine Grace Roberts. Samuel Rodriguez Lopez. Caitlin Ann Romo. Nathaniel Rosillo. Selena Kiera Ross. William Gerald Taylor Rowland. Allison Shea Roy. Eric Salinas. Iris Elizabeth Salmoron Mahano. Juan Sanchez. Migdalia Sanchez. Nayeli Sanchez. Angela Guadalupe Santiago. Carson Taylor Edward Shepard. Crystal Denise Shepard. Jordan Dwayne Simmons. Dominique Rashawn Sistrunk. Destiny Jade Smith. Tyler Ray Smith. Zaria Sharnice Smith. Luis Martin Soria. Brianna Elaine Standridge. Kaylee Ann Stanley. Sonia Lynn Stegall. Brady Garrison Stroud. Gary Ray Swinney. Jacob Nathaniel Shevchik. Isidro Alejandro Tapia. Caitlin Nicole Trollinger. Garrett Lee Tucker. Kaya Brianna Turner. Hope Turner. Arlen Isabel Valdez. Andrew Allen Verner. Kyle Haynes Wadford. Shelby Grace Walker. Kayla Mackenzie Ward. Daniel Franklin Wigand. Rianne Darlene Wooden. Nicholas Joel Woods. Dalen Carson Young. Edward Walter Zach II.
I know for some of us, this day has seemed to be one that would never come. And for others, we have dreaded the time when it would come for countless reasons. We're scared, anxious, nervous, or maybe just fearful of not being a part of something like this for the first time. I know for me, I'm sad to leave behind the friendships and relationships that I have made over the years. Relationships with my teachers, coaches, friends, and even the people that I pass in the hallway every day that probably have no idea who I am. We all know of and have those relationships, even if you don't have any classes with them or have never actually talked to them outside of school, you still notice if you don't see them on your way to second period. Those relationships, as well as the ones that are closer to us, are equally as meaningful. I personally have one relationship that I'm going to miss more than anything. Having your dad as the principal comes with some challenges, but benefits heavily outweigh them. I'm going to miss being asked more times than I can count, how is it with your dad being the principal, and me giving my normal answer, well, I never get in trouble, so it doesn't really bother me. He has been such a rock for me throughout my time at Northwest and throughout my entire life. I'm going to miss asking to go to the bathroom, but really just walk into your office just to say hey and ask about your day, then leaving a sticky note on your computer telling you how much I love you when you weren't in there. Thank you, Dad, for all that you do, not only for me, but for everyone sitting out here tonight. Most of us would not have made it through without your constant support and diligent efforts to greet everyone at the square by name with a smile. I love you. High school as a whole, but especially this year, has brought upon some of the busiest and most stressful times of my entire life. I know that that's true for almost everyone in here and not just me. I have said more times than I can count to my parents, my friends, and even my teachers, I just don't have enough time. I realize now that all of those times that if I would have just stepped back and taken a deep breath, I would have avoided many long, stressful nights. There were those times for each of us where we thought we couldn't make it through. We thought our grade would never recover, that the essay would never get finished, or that we would never understand indefinite integrals. But we made it, and those moments are all a part of our stories now. I have learned over the past few years that it's okay to not know where you're going or what you're doing. As crazy as that sounds, it's true. It's okay. You have to find comfort in knowing that even if you don't know where you're going, there's someone much greater than you or me that knows exactly where to lead you. All you have to do is follow. We all need to realize that each step we take, each conversation we're a part of, and each interaction we have has a purpose, and we have to appreciate that. We all have played a distinct role in each other's lives, even if we don't see it now. We were all put in this class together for a reason. Some of us are meant to be lifelong friends. Some are meant to be college roommates. Some are meant to be business partners. Some are meant to be husbands. Some are meant to be wives. And some of us are simply meant to relationships, memories, or craziness that I've experienced with all of you for anything. I wish you all the best of luck in whatever your path holds, and I want you all to remember that there will never be anything like this group that we're in right now. So take it in and hold on to it for when you need something to fall back on. But also go. Experience new things, meet new people, and have the time of your life. Just don't forget to come back and tell me about it. I love y'all, Northwest Whitfield High School, class of 2019, and thank you for everything.
Good evening, faculty and staff, family and friends. It is an honor to be standing for each of you here on this evening of such a memorable occasion. I want to start out by saying thank you to my Lord and Savior, my family, my friends, and my classmates. It has been an amazing journey. This journey has been one that my class of 2019 members and I will most likely never forget. 4 years ago, walked through the doors of Northwest, most importantly, to graduate. I stand before you all today in shock and excitement that this day has come so fast. I think I speak for most of us when I say that these 4 years went by faster than we ever imagined they would. I think back to being a freshman and remember thinking about how long high school would be. The thing is, I remember thinking about that as if it were last week. High school held such potential, and we were all racing to grab it. We went so fast, we started losing track of time. We longed for that first summer break. Now we're about to have our last. We longed to get our licenses. Now we've been driving for 2 or 3 years. We finally applied to college, and now that we're accepted, we're hesitant to go. Everything has happened so quickly. all of those nights we spent cramming for next morning's test, all of the new friendships we developed, and all the wonderful and terrible experiences we've had throughout high school and the other years we spent in Northwest Whitfield High School and the other schools in the Whitfield County school systems have led up to this evening. But now, it has come, and it is time that we move on. Graduating means it is time to seek life outside of the halls of Northwest. Some of us will go into college, others to trade school, and others into the workforce. Wherever we go, we will face new opportunities and experiences. Our time spent at Northwest Whitfield High has prepared us for inevitable change, and I have no doubt that those of us sitting here tonight are fully capable of handling whatever comes our way. It's been a great run, class of 2019. As I look back on the past 4 years, I've enjoyed it a lot. Not completely, of course. I won't miss the early mornings or the hallways in between class changes. I won't miss the school lunches or taking classes just to fulfill a graduation requirement. But what will I miss? The people. Those of us who make up the class of 2019 are athletes, musicians, scholars, political leaders, businessmen and women, and hard workers. A group of people this diverse is talented is bound to go big places, make monumental discoveries, and lead the way in our world. It has been an honor and a pleasure to be a part of this senior class of 2019. And we are the class of 2019 of Northwest Whitfield High School, not because we barely got past every year, but because we put in the hard work and the effort to get to where we are today. Without the constant encouragement from the faculty and staff, our families, our friends, and each other, we could not have made it here to graduation this evening. I pray that as the class of 2019 walks out of here this evening, we will leave feeling proud of all that we have accomplished over these last 4 years. But not only proud, also humbled as we prepare ourselves for the real world. It's going to be tough. But no matter how tough life gets, Bruins beat down the tough situations repeatedly. And always remember, it's not about the friends that you make while you're in school. It's about the memories you leave that really count. Thank you. And now, let us complete one more act together as the class of 2019. Stand with me and let's all turn our tassels from left to right as our final moments draw together to a close. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the singing of the alma mater. In the hills of Northwest Georgia, always in our hearts.